I'm a immigrant founder myself, right? As someone who's from Canada but living here in India, what's a way in which Indian founders are uniquely positioned to succeed in San Francisco as compared to maybe folks who are local to that ecosystem, or even potentially immigrant founders who are coming from outside, but they're not from India?
For sure. I think there's a big Indian community out here. Specifically for me, I think there's a big IIT community that is always available. So that is definitely there. Is an talent arbitrage that we kind of can utilize compared to folks in the United States directly, because the kind of like cost of talent is really high here, specifically in SF. So because being in India, you can live a very good, sustainable life, like actually much better life at a much lower cost. So that creates a talent arbitrage. So kind of I can hire someone almost of the same kind of level at somewhat cheaper price, and like still pay above the market.
What are some pieces of advice or pitfalls to avoid for Indian founders who are building an AI and are thinking, yeah, I think I'm going to end up in SF at some point very soon, but they're feeling a little bit apprehensive about all of the potential pitfalls that they might encounter?
In India, everything is much simpler because you have people for support. In US, a lot of things you don't kind of like you can't rely on people because like that's the culture essentially. In our case, thankfully, we had kind of decent amount of funding, etc., and we moved after our Series A was completed, so we could throw money at the problem. But not everybody is kind of like I think in that position. Like the best part about SF is if you're open, it will, and like if you're open to kind of new ideas, etc., and like meeting people, like there is a lot happening. There are a lot of events, so you have like essentially in some sense a way to kind of get mingle into the whole society, but it's on you to kind of to be able to do that. The only other thing is the ecosystem has a lot of noise because like as I mentioned, there are a lot of events, a lot of people, a lot of opinions, so it comes with a lot of noise. So kind of taking the time out to think, like which we have a lot in India, is difficult here.